So, Oceanborn is going to be our first map, and spawning at the top left side, our orange Zerg player is none other than pRaZzin. And his opponent, for trying to think if this is an old team or not. I think I heard something about this team, but let's see. The yellow Terran. We are looking at main command center of Eyesis. So I'm curious what we are going to get here, as we have a 17 supply. Now this is quite interesting. So 17 supply and there's no pool, no nothing. Okay, there's the hatchery, so 17 hatch. Looks like pRaZzin is playing the old school variation of the standard opener, which was the 17 hatchery. And then I believe the rest is the same, 18 gats, 17 pool, so 17, 18, 17. Okay, by the looks of it, nothing too suspicious on either side. And we have a quick second depot, which I don't know why we get, but I suppose we're going to find out quite soon. Barracks is going to complete, and we're going to probably have, yep, there we go, orbital command. And let's see, do we have a Reaper? We don't have enough for Reaper, so this should be a Marine, right? So there was no pool into gas instantly. It was basically a what do you call it, a slow rally into the gas. So we're gonna have a Marine, and I suppose we're going to have around 2 Marines and possibly follow up with a reactor after that. Now this Overlord is going to come in and scout that there's no base. We have even a drone scout, sees the reactor and the Marine, so knows that there's no Reaper. Sees the fast second depot, so could be a bit suspicious. Oh, never mind, this is not a reactor, this is indeed a tech lab. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I think I just, you know, I have my coffee next to me. I cannot have any excuses. I'm trying to build up a list of excuses, you know, what I can use during streams when I actually just mess up something or I misspeak. Coffee's so good, man, especially iced coffee. So the Overlord of pRaZzin has arrived next to the main, and potentially gonna go into that main. Also, I should have loaded up the unit preloader. Maybe we'll do that before the next one. Okay. Mic is relatively quiet. Yeah, I'll try to actually put it as close to my mouth as possible. I'll do my best to actually just talk up a bit. But anyways, so we have Stim, and actually this is a 3 racks type of follow-up, which is kind of confusing. We have a factory as well. We're gonna have Hellion Marine, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get something of like an armory. We have an eBay, and we also have a second command center, which pRaZzin is going to be aware of. These 4 links are also having speed. It's kind of a confusing build here on the side of Eyesis. We have the third hatchery finishing up on the side of pRaZzin, and Roachhorn is actually going to be, and a Baneling Nest, so Lingbeam Ravager potentially. It's going to be the choice here, the play style. I'm sorry, I just had to. Okay. I just had to check something because I didn't know if I got tagged on Discord in a random group or if I got tagged on the Hungarian Pro Series Discord. Turns out it was indeed the Hungarian Pro Series Discord, so had to check to confirm that there's nothing important. Hopefully the mic is decent now, but if not, then let me know and we'll just, you know, try to do something about it for the next match. In the meantime, we have a bit of droning here on the side of pRaZzin, and there it is. Indeed, there is a armory coming up. Ooh, that's a lot of links that are going to go down, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be some kind of a Hellbat push. Do we have a single Marauder, so we cannot really call this Marauder Hellbat, because that's not really what this is. We also don't have a starport on the side of Eyesis, so this could be quite committed. We have Stim, and this could be a devastating blow here. 8 roaches are going to spawn. Is that going to be enough? That is the question. We have 7 roaches on the map. And 4 queens and 7 roaches should be enough until the rest will pop. Okay, drones are being evacuated. 3 have fallen. I'm not sure why there's no transformation from Hellion to Hellbat. So this is going to be quite weaker of a push as everything gets cleaned up. And I am so confused here. Okay, I'm so confused. I am not exactly sure. So, probably this is something that has to do with Eyesis being lower MMR. I haven't checked the MMRs, to be fair. I know pRaZzin is somewhere around, I want to say Diamond or something like that. So, hopefully that is going to be the case. We'll try to actually see their MMRs based on SC2 polls. But yeah, pRaZzin is in a commanding lead ahead in supply in general, composed by the advantage of the Orker and Army supply lead. And our orange Zerg looks to pounce. Hello, Winter. Good luck. Have fun indeed. What are the MMRs on this match, Winter? I know pRaZzin is somewhere around Diamond, right? I don't know anything about Eyesis though. Okay, so another factory. This is quite an interesting position to be in. We have a third command center on the natural, so we can see that something actually just, you know, happened. A glitch happened in the Matrix, like. Oh, thank you, Tonsi. Thank you. Appreciate the help. So, okay, macro hatchery. Oh, and we're going into lurkers. So pretty chill first match. The opening match is gonna be like super chilled by the looks of it. We have a 4 base as well, so pRaZzin is doing all the basics quite nicely. Road speed and bailing speed are going to finish up literally at the same moment. Look at that synergy. Like, what is this, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, Ravager should not be in the front though, but Bailings are going to get rid of these Hellbats. And is this gonna be the end? I believe so, as we have a bunker, but the bunker gets surrounded. The command center gets surrounded as well, potentially. Maybe that's not even going to be the case. You should lift the command center, to be honest. As a turn, you can always lift the command center and just try to evacuate as many workers as possible. Now, there were no workers there, but Eyesis is 2.8k, but had a peak of 3.4k. Well, sometimes it happens. Oh, beautiful bios there, just hitting the SCVs. Absolute Giga Chat pRaZzin just makes Eyesis tap out. As we're going to have the winner of our very first match of our first series. Let's update the score. There we go. All right, so quite nice, I have to say. Pretty solid moves on the side of pRaZzin. Ice is a bit shaky. Like, I felt like there was some idea, but the idea was not basically you know, like crisp and clean. Is this casting tool? What do you mean? Are you asking about the score updating and stuff? All the score screens. I'll talk about it in a moment. Oof. So they Isis was saying that he's on the wrong side. Well, we'll see about that. But in the top right side of Ghost River, we have none other than pRaZzin, who's going for a potentially 15 hatch. So let's see how our yellow Terran on the top left side, Isis, will deal with it. Okay, so I'm quite curious. This is a late depot, to be honest. At least I think so. But we have a 15 hatch, and we're gonna have a 15-15 opener, which is quite impressive for a 3000 MMR player. Understanding how that works, I think it's a quite different. You need to extract the tricks. You need some throw micro. You need to know when to get your gas, stuff like that. So regarding the score screen, that one is made by AZTEX, and at least I think like the base of it, like the background and such. And Winter edited the names on it and everything. He's updating in Photoshop. I don't use Photoshop. I use an online tool called Canva. So I asked for the font, and I basically put the 00s in. And as I replace, so I update the score on Canva online, I download it, and I just replace the file. I don't have to like do anything in OBS. OBS will replace the file if it's the same name. Hello, Alpha. Nice. Good to hear that. Good luck with that. Okay, so we add the 15-15 opener. So what that does, it's going to give you faster queens, faster economy, a later speed though. Let's see if pRaZzin remembers the speed, or let's see if pRaZzin goes for speed altogether. Now, there's no third base basically just now, but that's still not that late, so I suppose he can take it. But his supply block, ooh, that could actually be a couple of issues here. It could mean a couple of things that yeah, I think he should take a third base at this point, because oh no, uh-oh, there's literally, okay, roach warring coming in, but there's still a massive supply block, and Overlord starts just now, so that's a solid 30-second supply block, if not more. Still have a grudge match against Alpha. When's that? Just out of curiosity. You can actually DM me the details and stuff like that. I might have some time to actually cast it if there's no one else to cast it. That's a good start, honestly. Run it now. Well, we're not casting grudge matches today. Hello, Charlie. Okay, so we didn't talk about the build of Eyesis. Eyesis went for a double gas opener, which is something quite common in TVP, not exactly in TVZ, but of course it happens that it can work out, so it's going to be a later command center, which is not great. it's not that great, so you should have the third command center already. But we're going to have Cloak Banshees coming up. And we are going to have... Okay, second command center going up, and we're gonna have the second and third barracks start.
Absolutely disgusting.
A little cheeky eBay as well. And we have 4 cars. Ooh, up to 8 cars. Okay, so that could be quite nice of a push. And this should still be fine because pRaZzin opted to go for. Okay, this is like both players are playing like it's the Protoss matchup. This looks like a Protoss matchup, honestly, for both players. Like, it's like pRaZzin is playing ZVP, and Eyesis is playing DVP, pretty much. Okay, Roach Ravager coming in. Let's see the bios. Oh, I think I actually hit his own Roach there. Am I crazy? I think I saw a Roach go down. Anyways, by the looks of it, this should be enough to actually push through. And I don't know where the... Okay, there's the Banshees. Oh, Queen Drop actually starts here, but there is an Overseer. So the Overseer will actually help take down these Banshees. And now Eyesis is doing the correct call here, trying to go for the Ravager. But can he actually defend this whole thing here? SCVs are being pulled. 2 more Banshees here, but there's nothing that can actually shoot up or deal with it except for some biles. And for the moment, by the looks of it, Eyesis will escape and will live another day. There's no transition in the meantime, except for a Hydra Den, so extra gases, but obviously 2 base Hydra is not going to be quite efficient, especially off of this drone count. Now, you might just have to make a couple more queens and just keep droning, make a 3rd base. Now, we can see that both players are breaking the Swiss bank here, so they could afford the whole entire map, I'm pretty sure. Now, I think, yeah, 5 more bases for Eyesis would just basically occupy, well, not even 5. He could actually occupy the whole map by spending 1600 minerals, which he had a moment ago. Nicely done there by spending some. He's gonna get a couple of Raxes. We have a lonely reactor. 3rd command center on the way, though. That is going to be quite nice, and the 3rd command center is going to be faster, just by a tad bit. Oh, okay, never mind. What MMR is this? Around 3k. Around 3k. This is the C division of the Hungarian Pro Series. We're gonna have 2 B division matches and a division A match as well, which are gonna be higher MMR, of course. Okay, medevacs in production as well as tanks. So Eyesis is going to just power up on, by the looks of it, 2 bases, 1.5 bases, something like that. Ooh, that's a lot of oversaturation here. You should move the SCVs. These are like extremely oversaturated. Like, yeah, it's like super inefficient. Okay. Not sure what's happening here. So Dropper Lord will scout. This tank looked like it came out of the Overseer. Honestly. Please, if you want to argue, settle it on the battlefield. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Infestation pit coming up. Just so you know, this is going to the Hungarian Pro Series YouTube channel, so be aware of that. I told you can do it, but I'm not gonna cast it today. Like, I just cannot be arsed to cast it today. So yeah, I don't want to be rude, but you know, be aware of how much you want to embarrass yourself. As this is gonna be a lasting VOD. Okay, so the game is a tad bit passive here. We don't have an extra command center coming up. This armory will be a bit lonely in the center. Could have made a better SimCity. Obviously, a couple of reactors here would make it easier to spend money, but by the looks of it, Eyesis actually manages to spend money quite nicely. Now it's gonna have a bit of inflation here because, you know, mules have been dropped. 4 mules at the third base. Do we have any other mules? Nope. But by the looks of it, oh, we actually even fixed the saturation. So quite nice. 57 workers versus 71. I would say pRaZzin is even lower than he should be. Hive just started a couple seconds ago, so it's gonna be some time until there is gonna be any kind of what kind of neon bright coloring. I'm not exactly sure what you mean, Order, but I guess it is what it is. Trying to figure out what you mean, but oh well. So we have a bit of a lurker, hydra, a roach, ravager, kind of weird composition push here. All the player colors. Okay, he's moving in. Oh, let's see. Repair on the planetary will cause quite a bit of damage here. But looks like pRaZzin is going to move in. It's going to scan. Eyesis tries to actually... Oh, yeah. He gets mowed down. I was going to say tries to mow down the lurkers, but it's not going to be great. Calling of Eyesis. It's very bright yellow. Well... I have the color intensity crank up to 11. No pun intended, like literally to 11. I think that's the max. Ooh, we have Thors in production. And we have Hellbats in production off of a tech lab factory. Okay, so I'm not sure what the Hellbats are going to achieve here. I suppose that's a bit of a mistake. Another command center needs to be produced, and that is going to be the case. Planetary has fallen, so look at these beefy units. The only difference is now Eyesis will have the advantage of the upgrades, but will that matter at all? I also realized something. Needs a void ray. A void ray! Oh my god, what is he going to do? A void ray! Somebody can redeem that sound if you guys want to hear the original one. I realized something. It's much difficult to cast a lower MMR game because things don't make sense. And that means I have to guess. Oh my god, what is he going to do? Void ray. No GG. Aren't my sounds? Bro. My sounds are playing, okay. At least I hope they do. I hope they do. They should play. Because for some reason it doesn't come through to me, for me. But I hope it does. Charlie! Oh, another round. Now this time a couple of Thors will try to actually clean this up. And I have a feeling that pRaZzin actually forgot about those lurkers. And now without the lurkers, it's actually going to be a bit more difficult as... Oh, never mind. This command center is going to go down unless a quick lift. Nope, that's not going to matter too much. Hydras are going to DPS it down to the ground. Can't understand our low MMR panic. No, it's just, you know, yeah, it's a beautiful accident. Exactly. it's a beautiful accident. That's 100% true. It's just, you know, the openers don't always make sense, and then you have to guess like, okay, what's it gonna do? What's it gonna happen? Okay. Bit of a stare down here between the two armies. Okay. It's gonna engage, but the tanks are going to deal massive damage. Two tanks set up on the two sides of this little concave. Army in the center, so actually Thor should go in the front to actually tank up quite a lot, or maybe Marines. At this point I'm not even sure. I guess the Marines should stay behind, as they will have 3-3 soon. Well, everything should stay behind normally, so there's no anti-timing, but by the looks of it, oh, this is gonna be a bit difficult here. Vehicle plating will finish, so it's gonna make those mech units a bit tankier, but we have no attack upgrades for them, so they are not going to pack so much of a punch. And now a Nidus network is also coming up quite fast. 2 extra hatcheries. pRaZzin will start taking these. A full HP Viper. Oh, sticks the tongue in the dying the dying tank. Now let's see. Doors are being repaired. Oh, they're not being repaired. Oh, the SCVs were surrounding them, but there was no auto repair enabled there. That is gonna be the end of our first series by the looks of it. pRaZzin will take it 2-0.